Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Ashley if you are new here, and I'm going to do my YouTube planner. I'm going to use this mini kit from Nicole Alexia Designs. It's called Surf and it's really cute, and we're just going to use it. And I'm sorry if you can hear the airplanes, but I live like right by the airport, and that's just what we got going on. So I do need to pull some day covers. Do I know what day covers I would like to use? Why no? Why no, I do not, but thank you for asking. I'm not sure. I do want some though, I think. So maybe I'll just use some of these. So I'll need some date dots too, but that's fine. I don't want gold because that foil on it is silver, so let's just pull these little guys. And I don't mind that they're small and dainty. It's cute to me. So we'll use these guys. Super cute. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Yeah. So I hope that you guys are having a good week. I have actually had a not so great week, but that's okay. It happens, right? We all have good ones and bad ones and in between ones, but our vehicle is crapped out. It's messed up and something's wrong with it. It's horrible. And so that's annoying as crap. And then we've got to get it fixed and figuring out a shop that's available and a shop that takes our warranty and a shop that, you know, cannot take 1,000 years to get it back to us because I kind of need it. Has been a pain in the butt, and then I figured all of that out, but now it's going to take a while to, you know, get it in and get it diagnosed and get the repairs sent over to the warranty to get it approved, and then go take that approval to the rental car company. So I mean, you know, it's a pain in the butt. Anytime you have to have repairs or anything like that done, it is a pain in the butt. I used to work at CarMax in the service department, so I've dealt with all of that, and I've dealt with warranties, and I've dealt with all that. So don't get me wrong, I have plenty of understanding when it comes to all of the process that has to go through to get you there, but it's still annoying. And it's really the warranty companies that are the annoying ones, but you know. Aw, dang it. Of course I did it crooked. But that's been a pain in the butt, and we've just not had the best of weeks, and I have not been feeling that great. Yesterday I was pretty sick, and I don't get sick, but I was not feeling good. I had to lie down, and that, my friends, that is a big deal. If mommy has to lie down, that's bad. So, it's either a migraine or mama is like legit sick. Something's going on. Let's see. This blush color wouldn't be too bad. I mean, this baby pink and with this blush color wouldn't be too bad because it has some different color pinks. It might even in frame. So this is going to be the 8th through the 14th. Yeah, let's just use these. That's fine. But I'm just bound and determined that today is going to be a good day, and this is going to be a good week coming up, and we're just going to get going, and it's going to be all right because it's just been a bad one. This week has not been a good one, so we are going for it, and it's going to be okay. And everything is always crooked because of these blasted tweezers. So my friend Tanya from Home with Tanya ordered me tweezers because she saw these videos with me struggling with the tweezers, and I always forget to order them. Like, I don't ever remember until I'm struggling with it, and then I'm like, crap. But then I get so busy I don't go back on Amazon and just order some. And she ordered me some from Amazon that are the exact ones that I ordered, which are these, and these come in a big old set, and I like these, but my husband, I don't know if you can see it, my husband bent them, and so this part doesn't work, so I have to just use the corner there, and it's not effective. And I My kiddos have lost and stolen because they think they're cool, right? And they have slowly, I mean, it was like, I don't know, like a year and a half ago, so I've kept up with them for a long time, but they have slowly stolen them until they're nothing. And so yeah. All right, I am going to use these headers, which I never do, but I'm going to use them. So we're going to use the today and the to-do for sure. And I think I'm going to go wild and switch it up and use every other, because, you know, I'm wild and crazy, fancy free. Because that's the way I am. No, it's not. Actually, to be honest, I was never wild, not even when I was a teenager. And I'm a preacher's kid, so the whole stereotype is, oh, you're a preacher's kid. No. Yes, I'm a preacher's kid. I have been since the age of 4. However, I was tame, like lame tame, like way tame, like, you know, goody 2 shoes. Like, if there was a goody 3 shoes, I would have been that. Did everything right, everything my parents wanted me to do, never rebelled. And my parents were so strict on me. And my parents, they had me when my mom was 16 and my dad was 19, so they got pregnant before they got married, and it was this whole thing, you know what I mean? They went to a Baptist church, so it was like so conservative and like strict, and then they got pregnant, so you can just imagine, it's like movie worthy, right? And then they with me, they were so strict and I was so sheltered, it was pretty ridiculous. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure if I could ask them now, like, do you think that you sheltered me a little much? Then they would say yes. Like, they would admit that. It was ridiculous. I could not date until I was 16. And I mean any kind of dating, like group dating, whatever. If my boyfriend was going to be there, that means I couldn't date. And they had to approve of the person that I dated. So you can just imagine that was never going to happen. And so, funny enough, I met the people that I was dating at church, and still they would not let me go out with them, right? So when I was 16, I had a boyfriend, and I was like, oh, fantastic, I'm 16. No, we don't approve of him, so you can't go anywhere with him. Like, are you freaking kidding me? I've been waiting this long. So they wouldn't let me date when I was 16 either, because they didn't like my boyfriend. So it's like, okay. So the only place I ever went with him was church, and he was allowed to come and pick me up and drop me off. But it was like a youth church service. And I wasn't even allowed to go to that all the time because they didn't want me to go with him too much. Like, it was ridiculous. Then, when I was 16 years old, someone took a picture of me kissing said boyfriend, and I was grounded for almost 2 months. Pretty sure, oh my gosh, yes! You guys, oh my gosh, this is a soap opera. So, picture, right? Joshua, oh my god, that is so insane. I cannot believe I just remembered this. Okay, hilarious story. Joshua, my husband, my lovely, beautiful, like legit. His beauty has saved him, you know, from divorce because he's so pretty. I just can't go away from him. Anyway, beautiful husband of mine, Joshua, saw said picture and took it to my mom to show her. Yep, not even kidding. Saw the picture, took it to my mom to show her because he wanted me to get in trouble. Wanted me to. Because he didn't like my boyfriend, because he wanted to be my boyfriend. So he told on me and I got in trouble. I was grounded for like a month and a half. It ended up being, it was supposed to be 2 months, but a month and a half. And, oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Yes, grounded for a month and a half and could not talk to him, could not see him, could not do anything, period, at all. And for kissing my boyfriend. It wasn't even like a freaking X-rated, you know, it wasn't even a PG-13. It wasn't, it was just a little Disney smooch. You know what I mean? Like, it was nothing. And I got grounded for a month and a half when I was 16 years old. Okay, that's not all. That is not all, my friends. Let me tell you the woes that I experienced as a child. So then, when I was 18, I decided to be a rebel. And I dated someone who's way older than me. But they gave me their permission, right? So they gave me permission and then was mad at me because I did what they told me I could do. And I was 18 and they gave me their permission to date this person. I mean, that says it all right there, right? So they gave me permission to date said person. And he was old, like old. He was 30 and I was 18. So yeah, yes, I do understand. But he was hot, and at least then I thought he was really, really attractive, and everybody just swooned over him. So I was like, oh, okay. Everybody's swooning over him, and he likes me. So yeah, I mean, sure, why not? And he ended up being like a crackhead. Like, it was, I'm not kidding, like seriously, like a really big cocaine addict and horrible. And I mean, he was functioning, but he was not a good person. And so anyway, it didn't work out, but the point is, they gave me their permission, and then they were mad and punished me because I was dating him. So I dated him my freshman year of college. It was actually quite horrible. He like stalked me on campus, and like it was atrocious. So Joshua tried to get me in trouble with him as well. Joshua told my parents that I was going to get a tattoo my freshman year of college, and they threatened to oh my god, this is so crazy. Just hearing my life is so crazy to me. They threatened to what do you call it? What do you call it? What word am I looking for? I know the word. I can't think of the word. Brain fart. I don't know. I can't remember the word I'm trying to say. They threatened to like do away with me, like oh my gosh, it's driving me insane. I'm gonna be driven crazy. If you know it, put in the comments below of what the heck I'm trying to say. Anyway, they threatened to just, cut me off basically, but that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say something and I can't think of the word, and it's going to drive me nuts because I'm like a vocabulary nerd and you would think I would remember, but I can't. But anyways, they threatened to do that if I got a tattoo, which, I mean, I have a few now, but, So, he got me in trouble again because he was mad because I was dating somebody and he didn't want me to. He wanted me to date him again. And so he tried to get me in trouble and grounded so that when I was home, they could stop me from seeing said boyfriend. And then he, he could swoop in and be all prince worthy and, whatever. So my husband was mean to me when we were kids, but really it's just because like we were best friends and he just wanted me to be his and I wasn't, and he was mad about it. So, that word is still driving me nuts because I can't think of what it is. But anyways, so I did not date until I was 18 years old, and it was the old guy, right? Like, I'm already having issues because I'm dating the old guy. Like, it's your fault I'm doing this, parents, because you're so freaking ridiculous that now I'm confused and I'm dating an old guy who's, like, weird. And he didn't seem to be, like, he was a church guy. He was a church guy, but you guys, they're not all good just because they're in church. So don't think that. If you have a daughter, do not think that just because they go to church and they're at church that they're good guys, because they're totally not. Okay, I kind of want to use the small stuff, but I kind of don't. And I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna use one of these for the full boxes, and it'll be cute. So let's definitely do that. So I didn't date till I was 18 years old. I was supposed to be able to date when I was 16, but you know, that never happened. And then when I finally dated, he was horrible, and I didn't get my license until I was 18 as well. Yeah. Yep. I'm not kidding. Oh man, but I don't have room for the header now. And this is the same as that, so I think I'm just gonna have to push it, because I really like the header idea up here. I think it's cute, but I don't really have room for it, so I'm kind of cutting that off, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna survive it. We're gonna get through this. It is going to be fine. Well, I've already messed it up now, so I might as well use it, right? Anyways, we moved to the place that I live now. Well, a little bit of a different city, but pretty much same area. My dad got a church there, and we moved in the middle of my 11th grade year. Not kidding. My parents just wanted to ruin my life. Like, what? And they didn't really. I'm just playing. But we moved in the middle of my 11th grade year, and I was 17. I was just turning 17. And no, I didn't fail. My birthday was late. Like, give me a break. And so I had my learner's permit at that point, but I still hadn't got my license. Yes, I know, I was a loser face. I get it. Because what happened was that we also moved, before that, we moved to Georgia, and it was the middle of when I was 15, so I had an Alabama permit. I had to get it switched over to Georgia, and my parents were like, they were not helpful in the matter. Like, they didn't take me to go get it. It was just a mess. I don't really remember exactly what happened. And so all this stuff, I had to wait 6 months after I turned 16 to get my license, and I just kind of didn't. Like, my parents were so overprotective of me. Like, where was I going to go anyways? I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. And it was just, you know, I just didn't get it. I don't really know why. It's not that I didn't want to drive. God, did I ever want to drive and get out of the way? Like, get the heck away from there. But no, I just, you know, that's crooked, but I can't fix it. And yeah, so I didn't get my license until I was freaking 18 years old. I'm not even kidding you. Like, oh, shoot bags. That's not what I'm supposed to do here. This doesn't go there. This goes here. But anyways, didn't get my license till I was 18, and then I went to college 2 weeks later. Yeah, I'm not even joking. My life is just funny at this point. Well, my parents wouldn't let me get a job in high school. That's another reason why I didn't get my license. Like, where was I going to go? You know what I mean? Like, what's the purpose of me having my license? You won't let me go anywhere. So it just wasn't that much of a push, right? And so my parents would not let me get a job in high school. I wanted a job desperately, but they wouldn't allow me to, because they said that high school is just for focusing on schoolwork and you don't need a job and blah, blah, blah. It was really just a super sheltered thing, right? And so when I got to this college town, I tried so hard to get a job, and nobody would hire me because there were so many college kids that were able to work that had already had like so much experience. So I just could not find a job. And coupled with the fact that when I went to college, I was extremely shy, very shy, because I was like sheltered and yeah, like I'm still an introverted person, believe it or not, but I'm not shy. I know that's weird, but I'm an extroverted introvert. So you'll have to look it up if you don't understand. Nobody understands me, so it's fine. But I was so painfully shy that it took all the courage I could muster to even like go get the said, you know, applications and all of these things. And so it was already like so much for me to muster up the courage to do these things. And then I could never find a fracking job. And everybody already had so much experience that there was no hope for me. Everybody got all of the jobs because it was a huge college town and they hired college people, and that's just how it was. And so I was like super bummed out, and I was broke all the time, and I never had money, and my parents didn't give me money. And because they were like, you need to get a job. I mean, then they were like, you need to get a job, you know? What about all the other times I tried to get said job and you wouldn't allow it? You know, that was all forgotten. Because now I'm a bum and I won't go get a job. But really, it's not that. It's that I'm trying to as hard as I can. And this is just not working out. So, anyways, I never did find a job there in that college town. I actually, in the summertime, I found a job where we lived, and I worked in the summertime. And then I tried to find a job again and couldn't again when I went back to school. So it was just a mess, you know, a mess. And then, lo and behold, I got married my sophomore year of college in the middle. My second semester, I think. No, I got married in the summertime. So what is it? I finished my sophomore year and then got married, right? Yes, that's what I did. And so that was a mistake, obviously. It's not my husband now, so I'm not saying he's a mistake. It was a terrible person who was not a good marriage. I wasn't married very long, like two years. And yeah, it was just, I just think back to my life and it just cracks me up. I just laugh because like I was so stinking sheltered and it really, really did not help me out or do me any favors. You know what I mean? It really messed me up a little bit in a lot of ways, like with the whole job thing and with the whole like dating the wrong person thing and like screwing up my life. But I don't have any regrets. I'm not saying that. It's just that it just cracks me up because my parents, like, they really thought that they were just doing me all these favors by making me so sheltered and all of these things. But in reality, like, it really didn't do me any favors. It really kind of, and it's all because, like, I think they were just afraid that I was going to go wild or something and get pregnant like they did or something like that. Like, I don't know. But whatever they thought didn't happen. I was a goody two-shoes until, well, except for that one time when I dated the old guy. But still, like, you know, then I dated who they wanted me to date. And he was the, oh, crap balls. I was supposed to use this there. Ashley, seriously? Seriously? Let's use it here because I haven't put the header on it. I think it'll come off. And yes. And I'll put, and as I shake and can barely put the sticker down, I'll put this one over here. But anyways, I ended up dating someone they like suggested me to meet and suggested me to date. And he was my first husband, and he was not a good one. Not a good one. Not at all. And now look, I'm going to have to do this crookedy because this one is too pretty and it's too far up, but that's okay. We're just going to pretend it's a straight line. We're going to pretend that's not the case, and we're just going to go with it, okay? Just shh, don't worry about it. But yeah, that's my life. That's my life. My childhood in a nutshell. Craziness, sheltered, goody two-shoes, parent pleaser, you know, didn't do her any favors kind of thing. Like, just, wow. Why? Just why? So if you have a little girl, or a boy for that matter, but once my brother and sister were born, my brother and sister are 7 years younger than me. My brother and sister are twins. And once they were born, they could do whatever the heck they want. They had, like, my sister had her boyfriend, who is now her husband, spend the night. Now, he didn't sleep in her room. He slept in the living room and blah, 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 blah. But he would fall asleep in her room and then go back down to the living room at like 4 a.m. because they would just knock out. Now, nothing was going on in their house, but it could have. And, you know, they didn't care. It was just like, whatever. We trust you fully and blah, blah, blah. And here I am over here doing nothing wrong and kissing my freaking boyfriend and getting grounded for 2 flipping months. Like, you've got to be joking me. Is this a joke? And I used to look at my brother and sister and be like, what? What? Like, is this real? Like, what do you mean they get to do this and that, and they can just do whatever they want? Like, what? Yeah. And it was all, the whole sheltered thing was all me. And they were like, well, I mean, we have one kid that turned out good, and, you know, there's really no need to be so, like, strict, and it's not that big of a deal. We don't really care, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I went through hell in this place. Like, you didn't let me do anything. You didn't even let me get my stupid driver's license. Like, there was nothing, and now they get to do whatever they want. I used to get so mad about it, but, you know, that's just the way it was. Anyways, I don't know. I know that my parents were just doing what they thought was best, and they're good parents, but, you know, still, sheltered. Absolutely sheltered. Horrible. Never, 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 never. Never, never will I be that way, because I know that it just sucks. And that's, you know, that's kind of why a lot of preachers' kids are viewed as so terrible, because they rebel, because it is so sheltered. It happens a lot, you know. It happens a lot of times that, like, church kids or kids whose parents are in ministry or whatever, they are very sheltered kids, and then they get their taste of the real world and they just go berserk because they've never had that. What? I can do what I want? What? And they just go crazy. That never happened with me. I was always just kind of like, yeah, I can do what I want. Oh, okay, well, this is what I want. And I would just, you know, I was just super chill about things. Even when I went to college and, like, had all of that freedom, I was just kind of like, okay. But most people are not like that, so I have to put this down. Most kids are like, wow, I can do what I want. You know, I went to a Christian university, which honestly is you know, stereotypically worse, but it just wasn't. It was nice, and I found a lot of my Christian principles that I have now, and I did find ways that I didn't believe the same as my parents, and I, you know, found my own way and found my own path, but I always just did it, like, super chilled out and not wild and crazy. Like, I didn't have my first drink until I was 21, and even then, like, I've never been drunk, I've never done drugs, and that's very rare. So why I felt the need to share my entire childhood life story with you, I don't know, but it was just funny, because I don't even remember how we got on the subject. Do you? Because I don't. But whatever it was, I remembered the fact that Joshua got me grounded for 2 freaking months because he was trying to keep me away from my boyfriend, and it worked. He did it. He got me in trouble. He always got me in trouble, and still, I was his best friend in the whole world and thought he was fantastic, and now he is my hubby. I almost said, and now he's my, but I took my ring off to make meatballs, and I haven't put it back on, so there's that. But this is lovely, and it's going to work very well. This is the beginning of the week, so I haven't filled it all out. Actually, I haven't done the bottom part at all, so I'm still kind of getting my feet wet and used to how I'm going to use this, but I do think that this is the best, you know, with the box down here, or boxes down here, and then the to-do list. I kind of switched it up this week, but I think it's going to work swimmingly. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.